Perfect. The new ShamWow will have you saying ShamWow. LV is an outfit that fits us all. I'm gonna run out of smoothie before I find something that's gonna be funny enough. Come on down to Al Harrington's Bucky Waving Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Man Emporium and Warehouse. No, it doesn't work. Do we what? That's good squishy. Oh yeah. Oh. You know what that tastes like? Success. It also tastes like 10 intros later. Still don't know which one to go with. But fuck, this is a good smoothie. Yes. Hello. Hello. Hello and welcome to another video on the YouTube channel. Before we begin, if you like the intro, and hopefully you did because Archie's in it, give it a like and subscribe because it really helps me out a lot and it's going to help me continue to keep making videos for you guys and also ultimately help everybody become the best version of themselves that they can be. That's my ultimate goal with this channel, is to help people just learn how to be the best versions of themselves, just really enjoy life, tackle any mental health problems that you've got, have a few laughs along the way. You know, that's really what I want to achieve from this channel, you know, is just to help people get through some tough times. I'll talk about that today in this video, about some of the struggles I had last year, the effects that it had on me, the effects that it had on those around me, you know, my past relationships, you know, my friends, my family, but I'll go into that in a bit more detail in this video. But like I said, drop it a like and subscribe. Also a quick disclaimer, that is not my son, that's Archie. It is my very, very special friends, Tom and Jenna, it's their son. Even though I might look good as a dad, I'm not a dad. But anyway, so let's get straight into the video and we'll go on about my journey. So we'll start off with where my journey began. It all started about December last year. That was the end of a very long and meaningful relationship for me, you know, and it was a shame that ended, but it is what it is. Now, when that ended, I was about 130 kilos. You know, I had a pretty unhealthy lifestyle in the way of my eating habits. I kind of reclused myself, I did recluse myself because of that. You know, there was a mixture of the mental health struggle that I had when I was diagnosed with anxiety in January 2019. That all accumulated to the point where I would go out, but I wasn't there. You know, I'd go and see my friends and even my closest friends, you know, I would go and see them to have a beer, or we'd go down to the pub and I'd be there. I'd be all about it for about 15 minutes and then I just want to go home. Now, I could never figure out why. I'd be so hyped to go out and then like that, my mood would change and I just wanted to be at home, and you know, and people were trying to have a conversation with me and people wanted to talk to me, and I wanted I'll tell you what, I wanted to talk to them, and I thought about it. It would ring over and over in my head, that just talk, just talk to your mates, talk to your partner. Like, you want to be here. There's something telling you that you don't want to be here, but you do want to be here, but I just couldn't escape from that thought that I just want to go home. I felt safe at home, I guess, because nobody judged me at home. I had a partner who didn't judge me for who I was, at the time. And I just wanted to be home. I kind of just felt comfortable there. And without even realizing that had huge effects, especially on my relationship, so that unfortunately ended in December. So that's when my journey started. So I had two options when that ended. Was either sit around and mope, fall into a depressive state because my world had been ripped out from under me. I quickly realizing in the space of days and weeks what the effect was that I had on people, and that relationship. I didn't see it until it was too late. And I basically had a lot of time in my head throughout December, very early Jan, to really think about what happened, what I did, what it was. And I had to make a decision. I had to do things for me. I had to make big changes that needed to be made. They should have been made a long time ago. I became somebody that I'm not. If people who know me, they know that the person that I was at the end of last year is not me at all. And I can proudly say that now that person is gone, doesn't exist anymore. He exists in the past. I can't change that, but he's not here anymore. I'm a completely different person now, mentally, physically. I'm a much better version of myself than I was before I started to go downhill. So, and I've still just hit the beginning. I've got a long way to go, but I want to bring you guys along with me to enjoy the ride. Now, the decisions that I had to make was, obviously being in that depressive state, mope around, do nothing. I'll tell you what, I wanted to. I really did. I was dealing with, a shattered emotion for a while, and that's all I wanted to do, really. I just didn't want to be around anyone or anything. I just wanted to be by myself, but that was wrong. I couldn't do that. I couldn't heal that way, and I couldn't make serious changes that way. So I decided that I would pick my ass up and start making changes. And I did. Bought myself a car, emptied out my bank account to buy a car. I needed it, something I had to do, so I wiped my account clean just to do that. Lived off peanuts, just to do that. So I had a means of transport, and I quickly worked on finding my own place. I ended up actually going to my friend's place. So because I felt like that was financially the best thing to do at this point in time. I set myself about 12 months to be here, to build up, my finances, get myself ready to go so that I can move into a nice place, a nice area on my own. And I'm definitely on my way to doing that as well. So that's another thing I can tick off the list. So in 12 months time, I'm going to be in my own place, hopefully set up a studio there too, so because as some of you may know and some of you don't, I have my own business currently called JG Solutions. I'm actually in the works at the moment of doing a big rebrand, so keep an eye out for that. I might not do a video on it, but I'll probably do some posts on social media. I'll leave a link to my social media in the description. But yes, that's coming soon. I'm very excited for that. Very, very much looking forward to rebranding. It's been in the works for a little while, but I've really been hammering it recently. So yeah, I'm ready to go, and I'm excited for this rebrand because I'm also adding my videography to the business as well, something I wasn't doing before, something that I love and enjoy. You know, it's a hobby that I picked up in the last couple of months, and I'm really going to pursue it. So that'll be part of the business. But yeah, so touching back on the weight, I was 130 kilos in December, and currently as it stands, I'm about 92.5. I think the last time I checked, which was yesterday, 92.5, which is huge. You know, 37.5 kilos that I've lost. My original goal that I set for myself was 95 kilos, and I've smashed it. But now it's gotten to the point where, you know, I'm not so much focused on the weight on the scales anymore. I focus on what I see in the mirror. I focus on the changes to my body. And you know, even with the gyms closed at the moment, I'm making some good strength progress, and I'm also putting some size on in my legs. Believe it or not, I love it. It's always good to see. You know, I'm very, very grateful for Mark and training at his home gym. You know, he's been a rock for me with that with the training. So I can't thank him enough for that. So it's been great. So yes. So 37.5 kilos later, here I am, 6 months down the track. Now this has helped me become mentally stronger for sure. Gym was a massive outlet for me. I had to go back to the gym. You know, it was something I needed to do after I'd lost a bit of the weight. It really does help your mental health and your mental state. You know, seeing the progress in the mirror. You know. Going to the barbers, buying clothes, you know, and putting them on and feeling good in your clothes. It's huge, you know. It may seem small to some people, but for someone like me, where I've come from, you know, being so overweight, getting a haircut just because I needed a haircut, you know, buying clothes because I'm rotating the same 2 shirts all the time, but not liking the way I look in them. To now, you know, enjoying the clothes I'm wearing, you know, buying new stuff, and it's huge. It makes a massive effect on your mental state for sure. You know, and that's just one of many things. Then along with setting goals, you know, getting your 8 hours sleep every night. Like, I can't stress how important that is. You know, and sometimes I might have a late night if I'm up chatting with my mates, or, you know, I'm editing a video or doing something for the business late at night. You know, I'll still try and get my 8 hours sleep, you know, so at least 7 to 8 hours, which is huge. You know, you've got to do it. It does have an effect on you if you don't get enough sleep, you know, so where you can, try to get your 8 hours. So, but yeah, look, I've rambled on a bit about, you know, the things that have helped me, and basically, you know, I'm gonna have to cut that out. Yeah, things that have helped me overcome the anxiety and the mental health. You know, just to become not the best version of myself yet, but definitely a better version of myself than I ever have been. And I cannot wait to help all of you achieve that too, because like I said, this is what I want to get from this channel. I apologize, it's a bit of a boring video today, a long one. Just a lot of me talking in this one, but you know, I wanted to put it up there, and just tell people where, you know, about my journey, where I started, where I am now, you know, what I've done to get here. And I'll tell you what, it's been a lot of hard work. It hasn't been easy at all. Overcoming, you know, emotion, overcoming the mental health, the weight. A lot of these things have been very hard to do, and I tell you what, it has taken blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of tears, to get where I am now. But it's something that had to be done to get here, and I'm proud of myself for getting here. I really am. I have to be. You know, I wish it was under different circumstances that led me to this change, but that's in the past. I cannot do anything about that now. You know, I have to accept that, and that's the only way that I can accept and move forward is by embracing that. You know, that I can't change anything that's happened. You know, I can only show the remorse and show that that was a person that I wasn't, you know, that I am not. I mean, you know, so but yeah, so now I'm full focus on making sure that I am absolutely 110% mentally happy. You know, we all have our bad days. You know, you can't be happy every moment of every day. Everyone has some down moments. You know, that's completely okay, and it is okay to not be okay. You know, and it's not weak to speak either. So you need to embrace your emotion. If you feel sad, you feel sad. You know, but think about why you feel sad. Can you control it? You know, can you do anything about why you're sad? You know, is it something that's out of your control, or do you have the means to change it? You know, and if you have the means to change it, then by all means work out how to do so. If it's out of your control, you know, you're happy, it's okay to be sad about it, but don't let it ruin your day. You know, embrace your emotions for a bit and then move on. Focus on something. Call a mate. You know, go and, you know, if you've got a hobby, start doing that hobby. You know, just get out of the house, go for a walk, do some exercise. Anything that gets your mind off it, you know, do it. You know, but like I said, it's okay to be sad for a moment. Think about it, discuss it with yourself, and then move on from it. So, but anyway, I'll wrap that video up here. So thanks again for watching. Like I said, I know it's been a long video of me talking, but I appreciate you. If you stayed to the end, please like and subscribe. It will help me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.